Howdy, it's Jim Arado, and this is late October 2022. We're in Woodstock, Georgia, and kind of like with Portland, I think any town named Woodstock, you should just stop there. It's going to be a cool town. Rule of thumb. I have not seen a town named Woodstock that wasn't cool, like super cool. And, yeah, check out my video on Woodstock, Vermont. That's another great Woodstock town we've been to. But yeah, we're driving around Woodstock, Georgia, and a little bit before Halloween. Town is really decorated. They've got these scarecrows up. You'll see in a moment. As Roswell, we were in Roswell too, and they had these scarecrows. But yeah, we're driving around Woodstock, Georgia. Super cute town with a lot of character. Nice little Main Street area, railroad tracks. I found two exceptional bookstores here that I just fell in love with, both of them. And I'll mention those coming up. But this is just a great little town. A lot of heart. North of Atlanta. Man, and Atlanta is a town, I don't like being in Atlanta. It's way too big for me. I mean, I don't like really big towns. But there are so many towns north of Atlanta that are just spectacular, and this is one of them. Yeah, there's the little scarecrows they've got all over town, and I think that's great. More towns should do this sort of thing. It's just really nice. And you're getting a good look at various scarecrows. I believe they were all put there by businesses, kind of as an advertising thing, and I think they're having a competition of whose scarecrow's the coolest. And you see a lot of, there's a few characters. The Hocus Pocus witches were very big this year, I noticed. Everywhere I saw those guys. But yeah, this is just a great town, and I wanted to do a quick drive through. This video's 9 minutes long, and it's just us driving through town. And again, it's just a really cute little town. And I'll give you a tad bit of history on it from Wikipedia. It says Woodstock is in Cherokee County, Georgia. 33,039 people as of 2019, according to the census. It was originally a stop on the Louisville and Nashville Railroad. And the city was the 10th fastest growing suburb in the U.S. in 2007. And I noticed under notable people, it mentions Buff Bagwell. And that's a wrestler. I do recognize that name. Several football players, baseball players. But yeah, I do remember Buff from when I was younger and watched wrestling all the time. But yeah, this is just a gorgeous little city. I can't say that enough. We found a couple of kind of artsy shops. It looked like kind of an independent artist collective where they were selling art made by local artists, and we thought that was neat. There's a great park right off of Main Street too that's got some nice little walkways. It looked like they were using old shipping containers as their public bathrooms, and it totally worked. Yeah, some great little shops down here. They've got a visitor center. We stepped in there real quick. It looked like an old drugstore, and they had some old drugstore displays. And right now we're kind of we're going in the direction of the Sweet Reed. We actually passed it on the way coming in too, and I think we ended up passing it 2 or 3 times in this video. But the Sweet Reed might be my favorite book/coffee shop I've come across ever. It's like an old house, and I'm going to put up a separate video on it, just something quick, because I liked what they were doing so much. But it's a coffee shop and used bookstore. It's in an old house. It's crammed with books, and then they had places to sit to read the books too. And that's a car, man. Check that out. That is that car is advertising the Blue Frog Imports, which is a little kind of novelty shop import place in town. We stepped in there briefly. They had some incense and kind of artsy things. I wasn't looking for Grateful Dead shirts. I would imagine they sell Grateful Dead shirts. It's that kind of a store. But that little car was sort of promoting that business, and I thought that was just really cool. And we're kind of driving through that little park area. Yeah, there's, where are they? Yeah, there we go. There's the bathrooms and a little grandstand. Just a nice, clean, mellow park. And we thought this was great. Oh, yeah, some art there. My wife actually, we came down to this area for a work conference that she had to go to. I ended up staying in Roswell, but she came up here to meet some coworkers. And the next day we were going to go to Kennesaw again, Kennesaw Mountain, Civil War Battlefield National Park kind of thing. We've been there several times, but I like that a lot. We were going to go another time, but she said, no, let's go check out Woodstock. You're going to love Woodstock. And she was totally correct. This was a great use of our time. Little town that was not on our radar at all. And we came up here, spent several hours, and just enjoyed this place. Yeah, they got some great wall murals in town, too. But yeah, the Sweet Read. I wanted to go back to talking about the Sweet Read. I ended up finding a couple of obscure Civil War books I've been looking for. We went in and we ordered our coffee. We paid for our coffee. Then we went and looked for books. And they brought our coffee to us. They found us and brought our coffee to us. And it looks like, and by the way, right up there is another bookstore. I'll tell you about that one in a moment. But yeah, a lot of people go in there, order coffee, grab a couple of books to look at, and sit and read their books. But yeah, I love the idea. I love the whole combined coffee shop / bookstore thing. And actually right now we're going over towards the other bookstore in town. And it's Foxtail Bookstore. And there's a really nice lady that runs that place. There we go. There it is. And that is just as equally as cool of a bookstore, but for kind of a different reason. They mostly sell new books. And they had some cool bookmarks and stickers and things like that. Very cozy, very pretty bookstore. Again, they have newer books. But the lady running the place was telling me about how she does have authors in there to do signings and that kind of thing. Town is very lucky to have a great used bookstore / coffee shop and a very nice new bookstore. And that's the Sweet Read right there. We're actually pulling into the Sweet Read, the used bookstore I was talking about. I love them both. And there's the Hocus Pocus sisters. And driving around seeing some more of the scarecrows. This part of Georgia, I just love it. There's, Marietta is a great town, the Kennesaw area. I mentioned Roswell, Dalton. There's so many cool towns through here. And if you're someone who reads up on the Civil War, oh, cool cop car, by the way. If you're one who reads up on the Civil War, this is just a real hot spot for Civil War sites, events, museums, battlefields. And there's still a ton of them that I haven't quite made it to. And, the bad thing is, when I'm in this area, I'm going to want to go to Woodstock again. It's, you got to really pick and choose which of the cool cities you want to visit when you're here. There's some minions. Yeah, you get the Blue Frog there. Again, a little artsy shop. Anyway, that was us driving through Woodstock, Georgia. If I missed something, let me know. If you know about something I need to go back and check out here, drop me a line. I'd appreciate it.